Alrighty, welcome to Tabata. Just gonna share my screen for a few minutes here. Awesome. Oop, Zoom meetings is not responding. Fun. Are we on now? I think we're on now. Sorry about that, team. Okay, sharing my screen for a few moments here. While folks are coming in. All right, Tabata team, welcome to Tabata. Coming at you here from BC Campus Recreation. My name is Petey. This is Mary.
Hi.
Mary is going to be taking over Tabata for today. So we were super excited. This is her first time teaching Tabata, and I am pumped. I hope you are as well. Before we get going, I'm just going to go ahead and put the Spotify playlist link in the chat. If you're watching from YouTube, it's going to be in the description. Feel free to follow along. Feel free to listen to your own music if you would like as well. Whatever makes you happy to work out today. And with that, I'm giving it up to Mary.
Hello, everyone. This is my first time teaching Tabata. I shadowed with Petey a while ago, but this is my first time doing this, so appreciate your patience. We're going to start with a warm-up. So I'm going to start us off with just some marches in place. So bringing your knee up toward your chest here, nice and slow, just warming up. Making sure you're getting your oxygen here. We're gonna take about 10 minutes to warm up, and then we're gonna move into our first Tabata circuit. Keep breathing here, engaging that core, pulling that knee in toward your chest. What's a Tabata? So a Tabata is a series of 8 different moves, and we're gonna do 30 seconds on, and then we're gonna take a 20 seconds rest between each move. And our first Tabata that we're gonna go through is a squat Tabata. And then we're gonna do that 2 times through, and we're gonna follow up with a cardio and strength Tabata, which we'll also do 2 times through. I'll work through all of that once we get through our warm up. All right, let's go ahead and bring our opposite elbow to opposite knee. Still engaging that core and using your breath here. Just moving back and forth. All right, go ahead and add that hop if you feel comfortable. Modification, just stay in that march. Still bringing that elbow to your knee. Petey's showing us our modification. And using your breath here, getting your heart rate up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take 4 more on each side. For 4, 3, 2, and 1 more here. We're gonna move into some forward and backward lunges. So I'm gonna bring my knee forward. I'll show you this just so you can see. So knee comes forward, engaging that glute and thigh. Arms are gonna come up, take an inhale, exhale, come into that backward lunge. So we're just moving forward. Inhale, nice deep breath here. Exhale, taking that backward lunge. And make sure you're switching sides here. So go ahead and switch to the other leg. Once that leg comes behind you, that other leg comes forward. Moving back and forth, warming up your glutes and your thighs, using your breath, opening up your chest as your arms come up, and breathing here. Nice job. It's okay if you forget to alternate. At some point, just alternate those legs so you're working each of your legs in those forward and backward lunges. All right, nice job. We're gonna take 4 more here for 4. 3. We've got 2 more. And 1 more here. Nice job. All right, running in place here, we're gonna finish up with our jumping jacks. So you can either take these with a hop, or modification, you can just walk these out. All right, keep that heart rate going. This is our last move before we get into our first circuit. Our first circuit is gonna be all different glute and thigh strength exercises. So I'm gonna walk through each of those moves, and then we'll move into that first circuit. Feel free to take the pace up a little bit here. Keep breathing, engaging your core, keeping those arms engaged as well. All right, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we're gonna move into our squat Tabata. All right, so I'm gonna walk through each of these moves before we get started. Our first move is just gonna be a basic squat. I'm gonna move back here so you can see me. We're sinking our butt back behind us. Think about bringing that weight into your heels, and we're just moving back and forth into that basic squat. Knees stay right above the ankles. We're gonna move into that second move. This is going to be our side leg lifts. So for this move, we're gonna be on the ground, and we're basically flexing our feet here and bringing our leg up, and then lowering back down. You can relax your upper body here. All right, we've got 6 more moves for the circuit. So the next one is a side step squat. So you're in that squat, and we're just stepping from side to side. So as you go from each side, just sinking your butts a little bit deeper into that squat, and then coming up and switching sides. All right, our next move is our tabletop glute raise. So you're coming into your tabletop position here. Your hands are gonna be right underneath your shoulders. Our knees are right underneath our hips. We're gonna flex our foot here and just drive that foot up toward the ceiling. We're gonna take this on each side. So we've got 2 sets there, so make sure to work each leg. All right, we have a couple more moves. So our squat with our front kick is the next move. So we're squatting down and then kicking that leg up, keeping that foot flexed. So we've got a few squats in this circuit. Our next move is a glute raise in bridge. So we're kind of moving back and forth between those squats and then movements on the floor. So coming into that bridge position, setting those hips up, engaging those glutes and thighs. All right. And we've got a squat with an oblique crunch. So 2 more moves left to show you here. Squat. And then that leg comes up, crunching, engaging those obliques. Squat, leg comes up, crunching to the side. All right, 1 more move left to show you here, and then we'll move into that circuit. So our next move is the fire hydrant. So we're back in that tabletop position. We're flexing that foot again, and we're just opening up here. So our knee is gonna come in line with our hip. Try to keep those hips square to the ground. and we're just engaging that glute in our thigh. All right, so that was a lot of moves, but I'll be going through each of them with you. We're gonna go ahead and get started with that first move. So that is our basic squat. I'm gonna go ahead and set that 10-second timer before we get started. Nice job. All right. Okay, great. All right, so once again, each move is gonna be 30 seconds on and then 20 seconds off, and then we're gonna move into that next move. Let's go ahead and get started. We're squatting down and lifting up. So sinking that weight in to your heels, setting that butt back. Just coming up and then coming back down. Nice job. Using your breath here. You've got 5 more seconds here. Nice job. And come all the way up. We've got that 20-second rest. And then we're gonna move into our side leg lifts. So I didn't mention this before, but make sure you have some sort of towel. If you have a mat, that's great as well. We're gonna move onto the ground here into those side leg lifts. Let's go ahead and get started. Relax the upper body, flexing that top foot, and bringing that leg all the way up. Try to keep those hips facing the ceiling. So try not to open up too much here. Keep that foot flexed, and you're just driving that heel up, squeezing at the top, and then lowering all the way down. Nice job. Whew. All right, we've got 5 seconds here. Nice work. And 1. All right, go ahead and come up. We've got that 20-second rest, and then we're gonna move into our side step squat. All right, shake it out here. Nice job. All right, so same thing with that squat, but we're gonna be moving from side to side. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Squatting to the side, coming up a little bit, and then squatting even lower. So even when you're coming up, you're still sinking that weight down, still engaging your glutes and your thighs. The lower you sink down, the more you're gonna feel that in your glute and your thigh. Breathing here. Nice job. All right. All right, nice job. All right, we've got that 20-second rest, and we're gonna move into that next move. That's gonna be our tabletop glute raise. We're coming back onto that mat. Let's go ahead and get started. Hands underneath the shoulders, driving that heel up, and then taking that knee in toward the chest. Using your breath here. So I'm exhaling as my heel comes up, and then I'm taking that knee back in. Nice job. And we're gonna do this circuit again, so don't worry, we'll get that other side as well. You've got 5 seconds here. Nice job. And 1. All right, let's go ahead and take that 20-second break. Nice work. We're gonna move into another squat move. So we're working our glutes and our thighs this whole time with this circuit, but we're kind of moving back and forth between on the ground and moving into a squat. Let's go ahead and get started. Squatting low, and then bringing that leg up, flexing the foot. So this is almost like a single leg squat. So as you're coming up, think about lifting that leg up, flexing the foot, still sinking that weight into your heels, sending that butt back, engaging that core as that leg comes up. And nice job. We'll take that 20-second rest. All righty. Oh, my legs are burning. We're gonna move into our bridge position next. So on the floor again. So in the bridge position, you wanna think about your hands being able to touch the back of your heels. And then we're sending those hips up toward the ceiling, squeezing, and then lowering down. We're starting now, using your breath here. You can take these nice and slow. So I'm exhaling as I send my hips up, and then I'm slowly lowering back down. Nice job. Breathing here. We've got 5 more seconds. And 1. All right, go ahead and take that rest. Nice work. We've got another squat move. All right, so this is our squat with the oblique crunch. So we've got that squat, and then we're bringing that leg up into a crunch. Starting now, squatting low, and then we're bringing that leg up towards our side. So try to bring that thigh up towards your elbow. Try not to open up too much here. I'm using my breath. All right, nice work. We've got that rest now. And I believe we have one more move, our fire hydrant. So we're gonna come onto the mat. Really think about using your breath, focusing on engaging those muscles. We're gonna come into our tabletop position starting now with that fire hydrant. So flexing your foot, bringing that knee up. Once again, your hips are facing the mat here. Exhale, lift that leg. Inhale, leg comes in. Nice job. Alrighty, keep breathing here. For 5 more seconds. And 1, nice job. Alrighty, we finished our first Tabata. So we're gonna do that Tabata one more time through. Let's take a 1.5 minute break between this Tabata and the next. So on that second circuit of this squat circuit, we're gonna be getting that other side. So some of those moves, we only work one leg. So we're gonna get that other leg with this next time. Alrighty. Grab water if you got it, little sis. And you can take these moves at your own pace, especially this Tabata is really focused on strength here. So just focus on those muscles that you're trying to engage, using your breath. Petey's gonna let us know when we're ready.
50 seconds left in our rest.
Nice job.
"30 seconds left to rest, Tabata team." All right, squad, 10 seconds.
All right, nice work. We've got this circuit one more time through. We're gonna start off with those basic squats. So you know how to do this now. Let's go ahead and get started. Sinking your hips back and coming up, pressing all the way up, engaging that core when you come up, using your breath. Sinking low, and then coming all the way up. Nice job. We've got 5 more seconds here. And 1, nice work. All right, take this moment to breathe. We're gonna move into those side leg lifts when you're ready. So making your way onto your mat. Relax that upper body. Keep those hips stacked on top of each other. And we're gonna flex that top foot. I'm switching sides, which is important. Let's go ahead and start. Flexing that foot, and then driving that leg up toward the ceiling. Breathing. Nice job. We've got 5 seconds left here. And 1, nice nice work. All right, let's take that break. We're gonna come up to standing for our side step squat. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna squat and then step to the side.
Woo, my legs are on fire.
Yeah.
I'm already sore.
So squatting low, staying low, and then squatting even lower. Keep breathing here. We've got 5 seconds left. And 1, nice work. Alrighty, take that break. We're gonna move into our next move, so that's tabletop glute raises. So when you're ready, coming into that tabletop positions. And I'm switching sides. Let's flex that foot, drive that heel up, and then take that knee in. So working that glute in your thigh as that leg comes up all the way toward the ceiling, and then that knee comes in, so you're engaging that core a little bit here too. Nice work. All right, we've got 5 more seconds here. And go ahead and come up. Nice job. Our next move is that squat with the front kick. So we've got 5 seconds. Shake it out. Let's go ahead and come into that squat. Leg comes up, flexing that foot, drive that foot forward, and then come back into that squat. Breathing here. We've got 5 seconds left. And 1 more here. Nice job. All right. We're gonna move into that bridge position. So coming onto your mat, relaxing those arms, just focus on engaging those glutes. Let's go ahead and get started. Driving those hips up, squeezing at the top, slowly lowering. Keep breathing here. Nice work. All right, we've got 2 seconds here. And go ahead and lower all the way down. We're gonna stretch out our glute and thighs in between this and the next circuit we're gonna start. All right, we've got that squat with the oblique crunch coming up. So shake it out. Then we're gonna move into that squat. So squat it low, leg comes up. Crunch at the top, and then come back into that squat. This challenges your balance a little bit here too. So if you need to use that other arm, kind of keep you stable, feel free. Use your breath here. So I'm exhaling as I squat, and then as I squeeze into that crunch, taking an inhale. All right, nice job. You've made it to that break. We're gonna move into that last move. This is our last glute and thigh exercise. So this is our fire hydrant. We're coming into that tabletop position. Focus on engaging those glutes and thighs. I'm switching sides again. And go ahead and get started. Flexing that foot, just opening up. Breathing. All right, nice job squeezing at the top and slowly lowering. We've got 5 seconds here. then go ahead and stop. We're gonna take that nice rest here. Our next circuit is gonna be a cardio and strength circuit. So we've got some moves for cardio, some moves for strengths. We're done with our glute and our thighs. So our first move for this circuit is gonna be our mountain climbers. So we're gonna be on our mat, in that plank position, so back is flat, butt is down low, and we're just driving those knees in toward our chest. All right, you can take this at any pace that's comfortable. Our next move is the elbow to hands plank. So this can be on your knees or in full plank. We're just lowering from our elbows to our hands, engaging our chest and our arms. Our next move is gonna be the burpees. So using that cardio a little bit, we're jumping up and then coming into that plank position. You can take a push-up here, and then we're jumping back up and then starting again. All right, our next move is our crunch toward our toes. So coming onto the mat, feet are pointed toward the ceiling. We're just crunching up, reaching toward our toes. All right, and then our oblique raises and our side plank is next. So staying on that mat, you can come onto your elbow, either come into that full side plank, or you can come onto your knees. We're just lowering and lifting, engaging your obliques. All right, our next move is gonna be our double leg lift. So you're gonna wanna put your hands underneath your tailbone here to support your lower back. We're extending our legs toward the ceiling, and then we're just lowering and lifting. All right, nice job. And then those next two moves are gonna be our bicycle crunches. So just bringing opposite elbow to opposite knee, that other leg just extends, moving back and forth. And then we're gonna finish off with push-ups. You can come onto your knees for this if you'd like. All right, so those are our 8 moves. I know that's a lot. We're gonna work through it together. And let's go ahead and start that 10-second timer, then we'll move into that first move. Alrighty, so mountain climbers is up first. Coming into that plank position. Remember, you can take this at any pace that feels comfortable. So if you wanna, add a hop here, really drive those knees forward, you can totally do that. Otherwise, feel free to take this at a pace that's slower. Still focusing on engaging that core, and we're just moving back and forth here. Really make sure you're getting oxygen in. Keep breathing. We've got 5 seconds here. Nice job. And 1. All right, nice work. So that was engaging our core. We're also getting some cardio in there. We're gonna move into that elbow to hands plank. All right, so we've got 10 seconds before we get started. So once again, on your knees or in that full plank, we're just lowering and lifting here. So lowering, elbow to elbow, hand to hand. You can alternate sides as you go here. So alternating which arm you lower and lift up with. Keep breathing here. All right, nice job. We've got 5 seconds left. And 1 more here. Nice job. All right, take your breath. I know this is using more cardio, so make sure you're taking these rests. We're gonna move into our burpees. Speaking of cardio, you can take away the jump if that feels uncomfortable. Let's go ahead and get started. Jumping up, coming into that plank, push up, legs come toward the hands, and then jumping up once more. Breathing here. Nice job. Remove my mat. All right, 5 more seconds here. And 1. Whew. Shake it out. You can run in place here, slowly bring your heart rate down a little bit. Our next move is gonna be our crunches. So we're on the mat. Slow down your breath. All All right. Extend those legs toward the ceiling. We're crunching up and then lowering back down. Try to keep your shoulders up off the mat. So you're lifting and then lowering. Breathing here. Engaging that chest, engaging your core. Nice job. All right, we've got 5 seconds left here. And go ahead and take that rest. Nice job. All right, we're gonna be staying on the mat with those oblique raises. So you can either be on your knees here, or you can extend those legs into that full side plank. All right, I'm coming onto my elbow, shoulders right above my elbow. Extend that top arm, sinking those hips down, and then driving those hips up toward the ceiling. Breathe here. Same thing with this circuit. We're gonna repeat it once more. So don't worry, we'll get that other side as well. All right, we've got 5 seconds left. And 1, nice work. You're doing awesome. All right, so our next move is gonna be double leg lift. So a few core exercises in a row. For this move, you can take single leg lifts instead of those double leg lifts if you need. So this is what a double leg lift is gonna look like. Those single leg lifts, you're just dropping one leg at a time. All right, so Petey's doing that modification. Keep breathing here. So I'm inhaling as those legs lower. Exhale, driving them up toward the ceiling. Keep everything steady here. We've got 2 seconds left. And go ahead and lower all the way down. Nice job. Alrighty, 2 more moves for this circuit. Take your breath. All right, this next move is a little bit of core, a little bit of cardio. We're doing those bicycle crunches. So when you're ready, moving back and forth here. Same thing with this move, take this at a pace that's comfortable. So even if you slow this down, you're still engaging that core. You can feel free to take this pace up. Just make sure you're getting your breath in here. All right, you've got 5 seconds left. Nice job. 1 more second here. And go ahead and stop. Whew, nice job. All right, take that rest. We have 1 more move left. We're gonna do our push-ups. So really working our arms here. Feel free to come onto your knees. If you need, we're just lowering and then lifting. Make sure those shoulders are right above your wrists. Back is flat, butt is down low. Breathing here. Nice job. And we've got 5 seconds left. And go ahead and take that rest. All right, nice job. So that's our full circuit, our full cardio and strength circuit. All right, so concentrate on your breathing this full time. Concentrating on those muscles that you're engaging. And take this rest. We're gonna do that circuit 1 more time, and then we'll go ahead and cool down. So you know all the moves. We're just taking it through once more.
We got a little over a minute left in our rest. Air 5, 1 more. Yes.
Oh gosh.
We got this. Tabata
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, Petey's my cheerleader.
Woohoo! All right, team, we got about 20 seconds in our rest. Ten seconds.
All right. Nice job, everybody. We're gonna move into the mountain climbers. That's our first move. So when you're ready, in that plank position, just driving that knee in toward the chest. Keep breathing here. All right, we've got 5 more seconds. And go ahead and lower all the way down. Nice job. All right. Our next move is going to be working those arms. We're moving back and forth from our elbows to our hands, working the upper body. Let's go ahead and get started. We're lowering and then lifting. Breathing here. Take this at a pace that's comfortable. You've got 5 seconds left here. And go ahead and rest. Awesome job. All right, so our next move is going to be that cardio. Those burpees. Once again, adjust as you need. You can get rid of that jump, get rid of that push-up. You're going to go ahead and get started. Lifting up. Nice job. You've got 5 seconds here. And 1. Done with burpees. Nice job, Katie. All right. We're on our mat now. Those next 2 moves are going to be core. Slow down that heart rate. Let's go ahead and move on to our backs. Legs are pointed toward the ceiling, and we're driving up and then lowering back down. Breathe here. Nice job. 5 seconds left. And go ahead and lower those legs. Take a break. We're working those obliques. All right, so you should feel that oblique is on your side here. So as you're crunching, you should feel your side working. Okay, so lifting up, check that form, driving those hips up, and then slowly lowering back down. I'm actually switching sides. What you'll notice once you start doing, you'll feel that you're already sore on that side. So keep breathing. We've got 5 seconds here. Use your breath. All right, go ahead and lower down. Nice work. Come onto your back. Find your breath. Our next move is those double leg lifts. So hands underneath your lower back. Feet are glued together. We're lowering. And then we're lifting. Breathe here. Try to press that lower back into the mat. Okay? Nice work here. We've got 2 seconds left. And go ahead and lower those legs. All right, 2 more moves left of this circuit. All right, nice job. We've got those bicycle crunches. All right, so we're still on our back here. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Let's go ahead and get started. Elbows wide, hands behind your head, and just twisting from side to side. Keep breathing. Nice job. All right, go ahead and lower down. Nice work. Our last move. We've got our push-ups. All right, so done with core. We're really gonna focus on engaging that upper body. All right, so come into that plank position and we're lowering. Check your form here, okay? So keep your back flat, your butt is low. Use your breath. We've got 5 seconds here. And go ahead and lower those knees. Send those hips back, spread your knees wide. Let's stretch it out a little bit here. Arms come forward. Nice work. Take an inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bring those arms to the right side. So you're stretching out that left side, especially those left obliques. Breathing here, slow down that breath. And bring those hands back to center. Nice job. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bring those arms to the left side, stretching out the right side of your body. Nice work here. You might feel those hips opening, stretching out your glute and your thighs. And go ahead and bring those arms back to center. Coming back up into your tabletop position. We're going to stretch out our spine here. So take an inhale, drop that belly, lift up to the chest, head towards ceiling. In that cow. And then as you exhale, we're going to start from that lower back. Round out the spine, drop your head. Roll out that neck. One more time here. Inhale, dropping your belly, lifting through your chest, opening up your chest, stretching out that lower back. And exhale, rounding out the spine. Nice job. Let's go ahead and bring that right foot up toward that right hand. Opening up your hips a little bit here. Go ahead and extend that right arm toward the ceiling. Opening up through your chest. Nice job. Breathe here. And lowering down. Bring that right foot back to meet the left. Go ahead and bring that left foot up toward your left hand. Opening up. Nice job. And lower all the way down. And I said that we were going to stretch out our glutes and our thighs in between the squat circuit and the cardio and strength, and we did it. So let's go ahead and come up into our downward dog. So rock those heels back and forth. Stretch out those calves first. Deep breaths here. And then go ahead and press your left heel into the mat. Take that right foot up toward the ceiling, pointing through your right leg. And then we're going to drive that right knee in toward our chest. Go ahead and lower that right leg. Then we'll come into our pigeon pose. So you'll feel the stretch in your glute and your thigh on your right leg. Breathing here. Nice Nice work, guys. And go ahead and rock that back leg around to the front. Roll those shoulders back. Stretch out your spine. Take an inhale. Arms come up. And then exhale, twisting towards the right side, looking past that right shoulder. And then coming back to center. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, looking past that left shoulder. And then coming back to center. We'll stretch out that other side. Go ahead and come back up into your downward dog. Press that right heel into the mat and then lift your left leg up, pointing through your left foot. And go ahead and drive that left knee in toward your chest. Lower that left leg. And then sink your weight down here. Finding your breath here. And nice job. When you're ready, go ahead and bring that back leg around to the front. We'll bring ourselves all the way up. Shake it out here. Roll those shoulders back. Take one arm across your chest. Nice job. And same thing on the other side. All right, go ahead and roll those shoulders back. Nice job.
Good stuff. Double air high five. Yes. Mary's first Tabata. We love it. Thank you all so much for joining us today, Tabata team. That was awesome work. If you have any questions, comments, requests, anything like that, please feel free to shoot me an email at petersrx@bc.edu. This is Mary. I'm Petey. Have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.
Bye. Thank you.